Mr. Mulligan, this is Distressed Records. Your 10 o'clock meeting started 15 minutes ago.
So what are we doing here?
It's not working. You gotta go.
I'm taking my client list.
It's not Jerry Maguire.
I'm taking my art list. Get away from me. Get away. I'm coming back for that. Don't tell your mama I lost my job today.
Mark, what was the biggest hook with this movie? Was it the midlife crisis, the music, the redemption?
I was attracted to all of them. I also liked the relationship that he has with his daughter, which I thought was really fun and could be its own movie on its own. But you know, I'm 45, and you know, I'm not. I know what a midlife crisis is. I have friends. I feel like I'm been in one in some sense over the past few years, and so yeah, it spoke to me.
You got money to pay for these?
I'm a kid. I don't have any money on
What
me.
happened to your pocket money?
Well, I spent that on condoms.
No.
Did the story of someone trying to find their way in the world and find their way in a business and figure out what they want, did that take you back to yourself starting out?
It's something that is deep inside me, and was a big struggle, and so I know all about that and that desperation, and you know, nothing lining up, just you know, it's just not happening, and so yeah, I'm too familiar with that.
And those years that you worked like as a bartender and that, did you meet a lot of musicians who were trying to make it?
Yes, musicians and actors. And the bar I worked at was a particular musician place. I also worked at a guitar shop, stringing guitars and tuning guitars and fixing guitars. And so all those guys I worked with were all musicians. And I lived off of Sunset Boulevard. And so, yes, I was deeply in that world.
So, this is a new song for anyone who's ever been alone in the city.
So you find yourself at the subway. You realize it's the end of the line.
I was having a nervous breakdown, and then I heard your song.
There goes.
I want to make records with you. Come on, let's get out of here. You're gonna have to get these beers, though.
So having been in that world, do you subscribe to that theory that like talent is luck? It's just the right place, right time?
I think what happens is you have to hit it. Like you get maybe one tossed to you, and you have to be ready. And the only way to be ready is just to work on your craft and yourself, so that when that moment comes, your talent actually shines through. So sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's attitude. Sometimes a lot of the people who are the most talented people that I've ever known had their own self-limiting attitude. It was them, not the world, that stopped them, and that's really, really sad to see.
In terms of chemistry in this, when you see the poster, you see yourself and Kieran, and just as a film fan, when you look at that the two of you are going to be in, you think, this is going to work, you know? Had you that good feeling from the start as well?
I didn't know. You never know. I didn't know her, so I liked her, and I really admired her. But I didn't know how it was gonna. And she's beautiful, but I didn't know how it was gonna play, and that it would play so well. And it really, you know, we really did get along well, and our age difference also really helped and played into it. And yeah, you never know. But that poster is, I mean, when do you see a poster like that anymore? And when do you see a poster with the guy with the flask in his hand? I don't think since Dudley Moore have we seen that, you know?
Let's record an album. You don't even need to rent a studio.
You mean record outside?
Every song we do in a different location.
Under the bridge?
Chinatown.
Rowing boats in Central Park.
Whatever happens, we record it.
If we get arrested?
Keep rolling.